It has been so long. I've missed you guys so much. There's been so many life changes on my behalf that I haven't been consistent, but I'm here, and this is a very impromptu, just point and shoot video, so I'm really excited to dive into it. I said the prayers for guidance and protection, and I pulled a few cards already, but I'm just going to dive into it and let's just flow. I've just been so excited to get back into the energy, reading and sharing it with you guys. But the first download that I'm receiving from Spirit is to remember to keep the vision, to stay in the energy of your dreams, your desires, because maybe there has been a period of time where things may seem more normal, or the vision you receive, the dream that you've been calling on, or what you've been praying for seemed to be real, almost close. Maybe you were holding it or you had some of it. And maybe it feels like now that is so far removed from where you are. Spirit is reminding you, and your ancestors as well, that it's not over. The journey has just begun, and that you need to keep the faith and remind yourself that life can be a fairy tale. It can be wonderful. It can be all of your dreams and desires. You don't have to compromise. Maybe that seems delusional, but that delusional aspect can be fate. You can decide, right? This is your life. And I always talk about this, that we're made in the image of the ultimate creator, right? The universe is this macrocosm of amazing layers and layers of creation, and we can do the same thing in our lives. Our life is a large macrocosm, and we are creating constantly how we want our life story, journey, what we want to create, as simple as what we're cooking for dinner, as simple as, how you want your life story to be told. But really the freedom. I feel like one thing we forget is that we get so comfortable assimilating and becoming part of society, choosing these goals, accepting different, aspirations because they're societal, accepted or norms, when we don't realize that we can step outside of the box. We can rebel. And so that's already what's coming out here. Now my deck was upside down, so I have 10 of Swords coming out in reverse. But I'm going to put it upright. Reverse, upright, doesn't matter. I do feel like what Spirit wants to let you know, that a cycle is completely closed, or it is closing. That there is someone who is trying to hold on, though, even though the cycle is closed. And your spirit is like cleared. It's been a clear, cut and clear. I don't know if you did a cord cutting, or there has been a major separation. You've been waiting for the confirmation. This is your confirmation that there has been a major cut and clear. I mean, I'm not even like, it's literally, even if you used to do cut and clears, or it's like cutting something and then there's still strings left over. No, this is a cut that is done. It's completely separated, one side to the other side, A and B. And so maybe you need to hear that. And there's going to be a major financial increase for you because of your separation for whatever energy this was that was without a doubt draining you and keeping you in this mental conflict. So like I said, maybe before, when you were with this person or in this energy, in this frustrating feeling as though you're about to end it, right? It's like this feeling of, oh, I'm so close to being done with the cycle, and then something else happens. It's like it's always another thing after another thing. What Spirit wants to let you know is that energy blocks you from feeling as though life can be magical and mystical, and you need to get back or revert back to who you were before then. And then there's some siren, so we could take that as confirmation if you do. Let's dive a little bit deeper into this. You will receive confirmation of this message, or confirmation of what you have been working towards, especially if it's an aspiration that you received, that you feel very connected to within your ancestors. Now, so like I told you guys, I pulled cards before I recorded, but I only pulled 3 cards. And then technically 4 cards. 2, I revealed them to me, or I uncovered them. I don't know why I'm getting so tongue tied right now. But 2 of the cards I revealed to myself. I read them, and then 2 of the other cards I set to the side to be just kind of unexpected cards to reveal on the camera. Now the wind just brought this card over, and so I'm going to show you guys the 2 cards that were a mystery to me until now. And then these are the 2 cards that I actually pulled. So this is what we're pulling from right now. Now, 41 and 42 could be really significant, or 24 and 21, very significant numbers that I'm getting about this, and 55 as well. 21 without a doubt, or I said 41, but 21 could also be significant here. There's this energy of there's a dream that you're holding on to, that you have, that you may have forgotten, that's so unique, so avant-garde, so beautiful, wonderful, and very almost even maybe you received the vision or the idea for it in a very auspicious way, but what Spirit wants to let you know is that it is so unique. It may seem far-fetched, but you can do it. You can do it. Like, this whole reading so far is you being encouraged, because you can do it. This is not the time to doubt yourself. This is the time to remind yourself that you can. And I love this card coming out here. These two cards, this was the card that I pulled over. This is the mystery. Both cards symbolizing water, which is very beautiful. It's purifying. You can also be called to go into a natural body of water to reset your energy, to cleanse, to calm your nervous system. I recently went to a natural body of water, and I submerged myself, and I could feel my body literally calming down and my breathing changing. And it was astonishing to see how affected I was by just being in nature, but really how maybe my breathing was more shallow than it needed to be, but I was taking these beautiful full breaths. And so this is reminding me of that, as well as the history of water. The water that we have in our body, the tears that we cry, has been recycled since the beginning of the earth. You are so sacred. You're made of water that is ancient. You are an ancient soul, regardless if you know it or not. And this could tie into this vision where you've been telling yourself that you are not worthy, you're not deserving, you can't do it. And this card right here with resistance, water over time can break, a rock. It's formed the Grand Canyon. The Alpha and the Omega is God's promise to you, where the last will be first and the first will be last. So even if you feel we have a yellow hornet, I think, visiting us, and I'm not going to freak out because there's a lot of colors in these cards, I'm going to let that also be its own omen, its own sign for you. So maybe you want to look into that. I believe that was yellow hornet wasp. But anyway, so this dream that you have, over time, with small steps, being diligent, you will break it through. You will break through it. You will break the dream down where it can be something that you can grab, that can become tangible. Don't doubt yourself. And this is so specific from your ancestors. I'm getting, maybe you had a dream or an ancestor spoke over you, prayed over you, told you something that you held on to for so long, and maybe someone ridiculed it or made you feel as though it wouldn't happen. I mean, it will. This could be a masculine ancestor. You could be a masculine based, or you can be a masculine energy right now, or you being called to be in masculine energy, and the moving and the doing and the action, right? And then we have the lotus with the resurrection. So persistence and resurrection. You're going into a new season right now. You're leaving winter behind. You're going into your own spring. And this lotus flower, this beautiful flower, comes from muddy water. It comes from a journey that maybe won't be appealing to most. It's not the most beautiful journey of a flower, but look how beautiful it blooms. Right? And so this could be one of those things where you are being called to, alchemize what you have been through. Learn to accept, appreciate, love, and forgive yourself. Because your story is not perfect, and no one's story is. You may see someone online, you may see me online and say, hey, I wish I had what they had. I wish I was this way. I wish I was born with these resources. You don't even know my life's journey, right? You don't know if my life was worse than yours, or vice versa. It's not about comparing. It's not about being in a lack mindset and saying you wish, when all you can do is you can pray for it. So it is. It is so. You are made in the image of the Most High. If you want it, it is yours. You have an ultimate resource, this divine mother and and masculine father, divine father and mother resource that is always yours, and it is abundant. Maybe this is why you're being called to go in nature, so that you can remind yourself of the abundance that is always available, the free abundance. Maybe you've been caught up in finances lately, caught up in trying to do everything, save, just do everything the right way. But this is a time to rebel. Who cares? Do it your way. Do it your way, baby. Do it your way. Do it your way. Because we're talking about nature, I did pull out this deck, which I don't really use too much. And we're going to try it out. Wow. Do it your way. Do it your way. Have it your way. Make it your way. Even if there's something about an expensive car here, even if you've been desiring an expensive car, whatever it is that you're desiring, you can have. It is yours. And it's far simpler than you think. You're making it more complicated. Whoa. All right. Wow, first card coming out is the Ace of Sticks, which is the Ace of Wands. A beautiful card, guys. Look at that. And like I said, maybe my camera is moving. The sound may not be the best, but look, we are just trying to get a video out because I miss you guys and I know you guys miss me, and this is definitely an encouraging message here. We have the Three of Stones. Clear quartz is very significant because I pulled the quartz card, but it came out with so many, but I was paying attention to it. And now in this card, she's holding onto the quartz, if you can see right here. And the quartz, the clear quartz is a stone that cleanses other stones. It's a very purifying stone. It's like the first stone I was introduced to, and usually is the first stone I recommend to anyone. And so you may need that purifying release right now. You may need to be cleansed, to do a spiritual cleanse on yourself as well. And we have the Four of Blades coming out here. You may also be isolated from others right now, and you're being called to be back with others. It's not the time to be the hermit. This is the time where you're coming out of isolation. You're coming out of the winter, like I said earlier, into your spring where you're celebrating with other people. God wants to let you know you have a mission that is larger than you are aware of, and that other people need you. And right now you're making it a little bit too selfish. That it's all about you. It's all about being perfect. Your perfectionism is all about what you don't have, your lack. It's all about comparison. It's all about this and that and that. And not about the whole part of just loving and moving from your heart. And just saying that, you know what? I'm only doing this because I know that someone needs this. Or I'm doing this because, look, I made a promise to God that I'm just going to serve by using my gift or gifts. Or just to, even if I feel like I don't have a gift, by doing something that is going to promote the greater good of myself and of all mankind, humanity, of Mother Nature, of the earth, you know? And so I feel like there's a big maturing going on right now. And maybe with this energy that I talked about beginning, this cord cutting, that something what you were holding on to was blocking you from maturing. You were seeing things from a very jaded perspective. And so part of this message too is like, if you're ready to be this person that you are meant to be, it's yours. All you have to decide and say is that I am ready. And just say that with me right now. Like, that's all you need to. I am ready for everything that is always and is already mine. I'm ready for everything that has always been and is already mine. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Let's do it one more time. I'm ready for everything that is already mine and will always be mine. So if you don't have it yet and it is yours, it is always yours. And it will come to you, but you need to allow yourself to receive, because that's what I'm feeling, is that there's this blockage. You're afraid to receive. You're afraid that you're not worthy. You're comparing yourself. You're judging yourself, and you do not deserve that. You don't deserve that. I mean, we judge ourselves more than anyone else will. And that's what this feels like, where you're judging yourself before you even give yourself a chance. And I understand, especially if it's anything about putting yourself out there, being perceived, public recognition. All of that is overwhelming. And it can be something where you easily jinx yourself out. I mean, I've been creating videos since August 2024. Yeah, I've been doing these videos since August 2024. And even I sometimes get caught up. You know, I started without caring, just at the pulse of it, just trying to get messages out because I love this so much. And it was this eager feeling. And then I got all caught up in making it a production and doing all this and getting caught up in my head about how it should look and editing and things. And so it's just one of those things where the journey never stops. You start, you may lose the plot, you find it again. That's what you need to know. Even if you feel like you fell off, you never did. As long as you know that you can receive again. You are never without. You're never lacking. And there's some times where maybe you feel like you fell off and you were just having a season where you needed to rest. Look, I feel like your ancestors want you to know how freaking amazing you are and powerful you are. And it could be so simple. I'm gonna pull a few more cards. I was trying to get these cards out, but they're like being a little stubborn in my bag. So we'll just do my OG thought deck and then the Rider-Waite, which are the decks I use in my readings. I love them. Like these two. I mean, OG babies. I'm just kidding. These really are the ones though. These are the ones that are my babies. Anyway, let's just get a closing message out for you guys. I'm getting so much about justice. Your name could be justice, or just something about justice, things being balanced. We're about to be in Libra season, but I feel like things are really truly being balanced out right now. Whatever was draining you, taking from you, has been removed, and you can now appreciate wow, Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. I thought it was only the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles behind it. I'm just gonna leave it there. I wanted 3 cards, but you know what, let's get another one. Now I'll be tripped out if it was the Ace of Wands. It's not though. It is the 4 of Cups, which is luxury in this deck. What you need to know, and we still have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. If you allow things, 6 of Swords at the top. Oh my gosh, come on now. If you allow things to just be, to detach and know that it is yours, even if you don't have it on the physical, but you know psychically, intuitively, mentally, spiritually, religiously, whatever you want to, however you want to dress it up, if you know without a doubt in your soul, in your heart, in your spirit, that it is yours, you can have it. It hasn't arrived yet, but it is on its way. Every blessing, everything that you desire, just think about it, it is caught up in the mail. The package hasn't delivered yet. And I know that I'm blessed enough, or you should know that you're blessed enough that God won't forsake you, and that package is going to come. Spirit is going to deliver the message. Your ancestors are going to give you what you need. They're going to help you out. That package is coming. So whatever this dream desire that is for you, and it is literally on its way, you just need to detach and let it be, let it come, and know. You're not going to manifest it by being hyperfixated, by being overwhelmed, and by constantly trying to find all the signs, the synchronicities, and be always on the pulse of it. Sometimes you just need to be, and that's it. You don't need to be, a title. You don't need to work. You don't need to do all that. Sometimes you just need to be. Hear yourself breathe. Hear nature just whisper to you. Sometimes it can be just as simple as that. And a lot of this message is my own advice. So look, I'm here for it. I'm going to have to watch this a few times. So with the devil popping out, I might watch this video probably 10 times. So save it if you are, really connected to this, and come back to it, because I do that with my own videos, because some of these messages are, wow. I don't know if you can hear them counting. That's how many times I'm going to be watching this video. Now, another thing too is maybe you feel guilty that you are growing, you're expanding, or that you're having a lifestyle that other people can afford or have, or that you feel as though you have created a vision that has come to life and others haven't, or others are stuck. It could be the survival skill. But what you still need to do is know that your example of manifesting, of having a divine connection with God, with your ancestors, your ability to hold on to faith, to use your discernment, to keep going on your path, and to walk with faith and not by sight, with faith and not by sight, is a testimony for those that need it. So do not fall into survivor's guilt. Keep going higher and higher and higher and higher, as high as you can, because that is example of being made in the image of the divine. Everything that you feel insecure about is proof of your divinity, proof of your God self. Come on now. Look, I feel like I'm about to start preaching right now. It's so serious. It is so serious. Maybe you've also been doubting your intuition, or you've been doubting your gifts, doubting if you'll be received well. Maybe you're very spiritual, more spiritual than anyone in your family, or than the tradition you were raised into. Everything that is put on your heart and on your spirit, it is for you. I believe that we all were blessed and born into this world with a seed that we were meant to plant. A seed that we were meant to plant alongside us, and give it love, give it attention, and to know without a doubt, even if it's being judged, even it's like your own child. If someone was to judge your child, judge if someone was to judge your child, you would sit there and you would tell them all about how beautiful and wonderful they are, and you wouldn't care. That's this creation. Think of your creation as your child, and it is a blessing. It's a co-creation with the divine, with God. It's your child with God, literally. Yeah, you definitely, I mean, the justice, once again, you've left some things behind. Your money is about to prosper without a doubt. You're being seen in a brand new light, and maybe you need to see yourself in that way as well. Yeah, literally, they're just telling the story. And it's okay if it doesn't feel comfortable immediately. That's one thing that you need to know, is that it's okay if you start something and it's miserable. You're insecure, you feel like it's bad, but you just start, you keep going, and eventually it gets better. I mean, I was thinking about that the other day. My communication style has grown so much because of recording and how it started and delivery. You have to start somewhere, and that is okay. You just have to begin. You have all the tools that you need, and you are ready, baby. You are ready. Just give the offering to, and that's what maybe you need to know. Your gifts are an offering to the world, an offering to God, because you are blessing God's children with your gifts. Even if your gifts are so simple and you just want to start an insurance company, that is a blessing. Even if it is so simple and you just want to cut hair, even if it is so simple and you just want to do a car dealership, or you want to buy a new car, you never know. That car can inspire young children, right? Someone may stop you for your car, and they ask you what you do, and you say that you have this avant-garde lifestyle. You may inspire someone. You never know. Everything that's placed on your heart that is not based in, comparison, or getting it from jealousy and all these different areas that are outside of your heart, your pureness, your soul, that's you. Can't nobody tell you who you are if God made you perfect. Let me repeat that one more time. No one can tell you who you are if God made you perfect. And if someone is telling you who you are and making you doubt yourself, just remove yourself. This is your life. This is your life, baby. This is your life. Okay? No one else's. It's not, and it's not the time to be miserable. It's time to be fun, to be unapologetically free. What does it feel like to be free? No fear, Nina Simone. I mentioned that in another video. I don't know if I even posted, but that's what it means to be free. No fear. How often do you move with no fear? How often do you follow your dreams with no fear? Have you ever followed your dreams with no fear? That's your homework. Ask that question. I'm going to do that right now after this. Pull out my journal. And that's okay if you haven't, but how do you navigate the fear? If you've never followed your dreams without fear, how do you navigate it? How do you prepare yourself and protect yourself from the fear? And what is the root of the fear? Where does the fear come from? Who taught you that fear? When was the first time you felt it? But that's all I got for you guys. This was longer than I expected, but I'm so thankful to be on here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this style, just chill how I used to do, feel free to let me know in the comments. I know I got a comment recently about that, so thank you so much. And if you're playing me in the background, thank you for listening. I appreciate all the support, all the love, and I can't wait to share with you guys more of the things that have changed with me. And I enjoy growing with you guys, and I hope you feel a part of my community as much as you are a part of mine. Until next time, bye.